DOJ's explosive disclosure rocks U.S. administration. Commerce Secretary caught in ugly Epstein drama. Will the mounting political pressure force him to resign? On January 30th, 2026, the Department of Justice published over 3 million pages of previously undisclosed material centered on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This massive cache includes emails, photos, and correspondence involving dozens of high-profile figures, from politicians and royalty to billionaires in business and tech. While not conclusive evidence of criminal conduct, the sheer volume of these records has reignited public scrutiny of Epstein's network. Among the revelations are emails suggesting a planned lunch meeting between Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Epstein on the disgraced financier's Little St. James Island in December 2012, years after Epstein's 2008 conviction. The correspondence appears to show Lutnick and his family preparing to travel from St. Thomas to meet Epstein, a stark contrast to the Commerce Department's previous claim that Lutnick had only limited interactions with Epstein and had cut ties long ago. The release has prompted a political firestorm in Washington. On February 8, 2026, Republican Representative Thomas Massie, a co-author of the law that forced the Epstein files release, publicly called on Lutnick to resign from his cabinet post. Massie argued that the newly disclosed ties contradict Lutnick's past statements about distancing himself from Epstein and said the secretary has a lot to answer for in light of these revelations. In response, the Commerce Department defended Lutnick, insisting his interactions with Epstein were limited and that he has not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing. Officials characterized the criticism as a media distraction from broader policy accomplishments and maintain there is no evidence linking Lutnick to Epstein's criminal conduct. But for critics, this is no longer just about documents or emails. It's about power and accountability. Lutnick's case has become a symbol of a broader reckoning over elite connections, political transparency, and whether powerful figures are held to the same standards as ordinary citizens when their names appear in scandals of this magnitude. For now, Lutnick remains in office, but the pressure surrounding his name continues to intensify. As investigations, political scrutiny, and public attention grow, the question is no longer just about Epstein. It's about whether one of America's top officials can retain public trust while standing at the center of one of the most explosive document releases in modern U.S. political history.
The world doesn't stop, neither do we. Subscribe to Midday for news that matters.